Alright, hello YouTube, what's going on? My name is Darren, and I've got a couple of personal anecdotes that are, I think, enlightening about the whole, I should probably face you guys, enlightening about the whole OGL 1.1 thing that I wanted to talk about while I'm playing Skyrim this morning. So I'm pretty sure I've cleared all the enemies off this path recently, so I'm just going to run and talk about this. Now, when I moved to the Seattle area from the Boston area, I was looking for a job, ended up getting trained into data science, and I'm getting a job as a data scientist at Microsoft. One thing I noticed while I was there, and this is especially true of other data scientists I worked with, is that Microsoft employees, a lot of the managers at Microsoft, treated data science as a way to sort of make themselves look good rather than as a way of gathering information. So it wasn't about, hey, is this a good idea? It was, show this is a good idea. Which is weird. So you realize that they just care about getting promoted. They don't care about whether it works or not. Okay, great. What does that have to do with Hasbro and the OGL 1.1? Well, the CEO of Hasbro and came from WoTC, and the WoTC CEO, both of them originally came from Microsoft, so they were poached from Microsoft by WoTC and rose up their ranks. So that kind of Microsoft attitude is probably something you see in WoTC and Hasbro, and sorry for all the banging, because that's how this thing works. Alright, great. But are we sure that data science isn't a thing we should be doing, but is rather just make it look good for my own promotion? Is there any proof that that attitude translated to WoTC, right? Well, when I got laid off from Microsoft and was looking for a job in the Seattle area, WoTC was hiring for a data analyst. Now, I didn't really have interest in being a data analyst, but one thing that they taught you at the code camp I went to is if you can get a foot in the door and arrange for a better position, you should do it. Okay, so that's exactly what I did. I applied for the job, way below my pay grade, but that didn't matter. And I said, all right, is there any way I can turn this into a data science position within like a year or so, once I get your analytics all set? And they said, well, no, we don't have that. So WoTC doesn't really have data scientists, and it kind of shows. Basically, what I think happened was some managers were bucking for promotions. The shareholders are clamoring for profit because, oh, it's a best-selling game and we've got millions of people and all these people are into D&D now. Why aren't we making more money off this? And then everybody was scrambling to find ways to look good, to get promotions, to come up with more ways to make money, and they just jammed them all together. Which, of course, is a huge mistake, and you should never do that, because every time you make huge changes in any of the changes that they're talking about, not just like one or two of them, you're cutting the interest people have in your company in half, right? You're just cutting it in half. I love the fact that I can just do hand gestures, and you can see my hand gestures on the screen. So right now they've got, what is it? We've got, use the arrow as a pointer here. The number of people went up because you got pandemic, you got Stranger Things, and you've got Critical Role, so it's all up here. But OGL 1 is going to start dropping it down. Without third-party people making better content than WoTC makes, sorry WoTC, they're not abused contractors, they're people that love the game that are writing it, and that's going to be a huge difference. You're going to cut your people, so that's what's happening here. They don't pay attention to data science, they don't pay attention to anything other than individual people trying to get their next promotion. At least that's the impression I'm getting from the OGL 1.1 and a lot of the other changes that they're proposing for the monetization of D&D. Maybe I'll do a video today about how they could monetize without pissing us off, but it might be too late for that. I mean, they already spent a bunch of money on lawyers writing that 90-page monstrosity of a game killer. I don't know if they're gonna ever come back from this. I have a feeling they're not. So, I don't know, Dungeon World looks cool. It's not tactical, though. Let me know in the comments if you know of a game that is a good replacement for D&D that has some of that tactical feel. Maybe a little closer to the Dungeon World feel, but more tactical than Dungeon World. Just let me know, because, and is not, of course, OGL, because I want it to exist in a year. Because, yeah, I'm looking for a game to switch to. I wonder what Matt Mercer's going to switch to. I don't know. Anyway, like, subscribe, and peace out.